Climbing. It's brutal, it's painful, but it's so incredibly satisfying. And coming up is all you really need to know about riding up hills.
Firstly, and most importantly, the most effective way of riding up a climb comfortably is to pace yourself. Don't put yourself into the red at the beginning of a climb with screaming lungs and burning legs, but riding at the pace of a snail.
Instead, start climbs deliberately slowly. Give yourself some time to get into a rhythm, and only at that point, think about lifting the pace slightly. This is very beneficial because not only will the climbs hurt less, you'll probably find you'll end up going faster too.
On short climbs, you can definitely power up them in as much pain as you like, but just remember that each time you do it, each climb you storm up, you'll dramatically reduce your ability to do it again in that ride. So even little climbs might need pacing too.
It's very easy to get overwhelmed and even confused with the amount of advice you can find on climbing in the saddle versus standing up on the pedals. But the truth of the matter is, it doesn't really matter. A few people are more comfortable getting out of the saddle, but the vast majority prefer to climb staying seated. But you can make that decision all on your own.
The most common way to ride on a climb is sat down in the saddle, only getting out of the saddle to alleviate the pressure on your backside, or even to stretch your legs, or to haul yourself over a steeper section of the climb. Another thing that can overcomplicate your cycling is getting bogged down in gear selection.
In fact, the biggest mistake you can make in this regard is to choose something which feels unnatural and therefore makes you uncomfortable.
A lot of riders pedal quite slowly in a hard gear, particularly if they're new to the sport. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you might find it does feel easier pedaling at about 80 revs per minute. Spinning faster than that will probably require practice to do efficiently, and there's no evidence to say that it will be of benefit.
To make climbing easy though, you need to practice, and that means riding up hills.
It does indeed. Yes, of course you need to be fit, but it does also help if you're used to the sensation of climbing. You will still be using the same muscles as you do on the flat, but you'll be using them in a slightly different way.
The good news for those of us that might not live near climbs is that riding on an indoor trainer can mimic climbing really well. So if you're training for some alpine riding and you live in the centre of a big city, don't worry. Do as much climbing as you can in the real world when time allows, then get on your trainer and get pedaling.
Now you might think that us giving you just 4 tips, one of which is actually riding up climbs, is slightly oversimplifying what is an art form. And yeah, there are a few things, a few techniques, which can make a small difference here or there.
But the most important thing is not to overthink your climbing. As the legendary band Funkadelic once said, free your mind and your ass will follow. Now, if you like this video and you haven't subscribed to GCN already, you can do that by clicking on the globe. It's absolutely free.
Yeah, and here are 2 more videos which we think you might enjoy. The first of which is down here, and it's Matt getting taught by Alberto Contador how to climb. And the other one, in the other corner, is myself and Cy Richardson asking, can you improve your cadence?